They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll drop the throw. Letting one go deep for Roberts. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From the end zone, Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Scott, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. Again, it's Abdullah. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on first down. Scott broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They go with Abdullah again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go! Ohio!
Design run for their wideout. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Watson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he is knocked down from the side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, Scott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Watson, the throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. And Bullock will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go back to Abdullah on first. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play action. They'll throw. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. The drive with Abdullah. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to throw here. This is screen to Abdullah. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right around the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Let's go! Boom! Gone! No, check! Patriot!
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he'll bang that one through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The slot man in motion right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts, there. And it's 3rd and 5.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Robert Quinn with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
See if they stay on the ground for now.
Here we go. Man 38.
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back far.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They're going to look to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Ohio.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! 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 Leopard!
A handoff to Abdullah. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
In the red zone this time.
Watch it now! All right, here we go! Blue 90!
They run with Abdullah. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now!
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Watson off play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down following the run.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! 98! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green, over! No, check, Patriot!
Now back to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ross. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Hey, cut his right. Watch cut in. Hey, slow down. Here we go. What? 90. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. What? 90.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 38.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Time for a break. Here's Sam Martin now. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Scott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Scott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now the Bengals on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. Now the Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Black round. Ohio.
One last throw here for Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of